Thank you for visiting You Grow Row. If this is your first time, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Today I'm going to be giving an update on what's going on with my hashtag WIG 2023 winter indoor growing plants. It's pretty interesting. Stick around. So down here is my black semen tomato, and that's not semen, the dirty semen. Well, I guess it's not dirty. The protein-rich semen. Let me just let that go. Anyway, this is spelled S-E-A-M-A-N. How about that? It is getting one true leaf up there. This thing is slow growing so far though. I had this jar over it to keep the fur baby from getting to it. I know she doesn't like tomato plants, but I don't know that she would know this is a tomato when it's this small. When it gets bigger, she won't even bother touching it because I think she knows what a tomato plant is. Well, she doesn't know what it's a tomato plant. She knows it as nasty, but she won't touch it when it's bigger. But at this stage, I think she would go for it. So I've been keeping this jar on here, and I will continue to keep it on there, and up until it gets some true leaves going on. Or I could take the route of adding that chicken wire back around here. I just don't want to. I do need to get a fan up here, so I don't know. I'm waiting on a couple more true leaves to happen, and then I'll get the fan going, and then maybe I'll put the chicken wire up around for a little while until it gets a whole bunch of leaves, and she'll leave it alone for sure. But that's where we are so far with the black semen. This was started on December 1st. If you don't know, the hashtag WIG 2023 Winter Indoor Growing Challenge is happening from December 1st until April 5th. I believe, and you can enter at any time. You are just growing food indoors, whether that's from seeds, or it has to be from seeds, but whether that's in a hydroponic unit like this, AeroGarden Farm XL, or a lead pot, or crack key, or soil, or whatever it is, whatever medium you want to grow in, you are allowed to start. And as long as you're starting from seeds and you're growing it indoors, you are within the rules of the competition. All right, so let's take a look at what I got going on up at the top. I got to get that planted up because not one, and I've already mentioned this in my other video, but not one of my other my broccoli seeds germinated. They were from 2020, but you would think I would get something. I planted 6 of them. Well, tried to start 6 of them, and nothing came about. So I changed my original plan. I was gonna do broccoli, but now I'm not. I'm gonna do something even more fun. Let's check it out. I'm going to be growing some ground cherries. I have 3 varieties, but I'm only going to be putting 2 in my Farm XL. Now, I have done this before, and it took me a while, but I found some video that I did take of a ground cherry that I grew in the house, and that one was in a AeroGarden Harvest, and it did great. So I know these are going to do fine in here. I'm surprised I didn't follow the growth of them better than what I did, but at least I was able to find some footage of when I did this, which was last year is when I did this. The plants grew well, so I'm expecting the same thing over again. But these are two different varieties. The Aunt Molly's ground cherry says it's a Polish heirloom variety with unusually fine flavor, very sweet with a nice hint of tartness, excellent choice for pies and preserves. While the new Hanover ground cherry says Roughwood Seed Collection exclusive, preserved by the late Kate Hoffman Sloniker, 1903 to 1983. Oh, wow. In New Hanover, Pennsylvania, sweet, fruity, and addictive. All right, guys, so that's the fun little thing I'm going to be growing this time around. And then, of course, in my true fashion, I can't just grow one thing in the AeroGardens to begin with. So, in my top unit, I will be filling all the extra pods with this Farmer's Market blend muslin lettuce. And that should come out in plenty of time for the other two to thrive and not be competing with the lettuce for nutrients nor light. Besides, you can never have too much lettuce. I try to throw that in all the time in my hydroponics. All right, let me get that planted up. All right, there it is, friends. I am all planted up. Pods have been filled. So I did, in my usual fashion, I did lettuce throughout all the additional pods. The Farmer's Market blend from Botanical Interest, I believe. And then I did the new Hanover ground cherry here and the Aunt Molly's ground cherry over here. In both pods, I put 3 seeds because as I recall, the last time I had to reseed it, I didn't get germination the first time. So I went a little heavier on the seeds. If I have to thin them out, then I'll thin them out. But I'm trying to guarantee germination since I'm already behind in the competition. All right, so wish me luck with this, and I will see you guys in the next video.